Hi everyone, welcome back to Wesno's Tech News and Reviews. Today we'll be talking about the all-new Redmi Watch Active 3. So this is the all-new addition to the Redmi smartwatches. Now Redmi is a budget sub-brand of Xiaomi. So this thing came to me just today. This is just an introductory review or overview about this watch. Am I excited? Yes, because it's got a massive 1.83-inch display. I nearly said AMOLED, but it's not AMOLED. It is actually an LCD plate. It's rather big. The bezels are relatively thin, but not quite as thin as you'd like them to be. Now, the LCD is rather bright for an LCD display, yet it's just 450 nits. So that's lower than, let's say, on a tracker from Huawei or Xiaomi Mi Band. So it is quite dim. So in direct sunlight it would be dim. It's a bit cloudy around me today, so that should be okay. It's got 200 faces and they are free. Why am I focusing on that? Simply because the Huawei trackers, smartwatches, as of late 2022 started doing faces that you have to pay for. There are still a couple of free ones, well, about 100, but if you want to go into the thousands that the brand is offering, well, you've got to pay for them. With the Xiaomi Wear app, I didn't see any faces that I need to pay for. All are free, which is amazing. Continuing with the display, there is no auto brightness here. It's all manual. So you still get the swipe up and down. It's better than having just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels or 10 levels. So you do get a bit of flexibility more when you've got the gauge that you're moving up and down, but still auto brightness would be great. Now, auto brightness is usually good for saving battery juice. Considering that the battery in here is quite large, 289 milliamp hours. So that's quite significant. Considering the Huawei Band 8 has a 180 milliamp hour battery, so this is more than double. It does last you, according to Xiaomi, around 12 days in typical usage. Now, I take probably a quarter of that, so I'd say probably about 7 or 8 days is more realistic for typical usage. If you are using always on display, if you've got your heart rate monitoring, SpO2 monitoring, everything continuous, as well as doing Bluetooth calls, which I will talk about in a second, then you're probably gonna take the battery down to about 3-4 days, which is still good. But again, this is an overview. I just got this tracker. Actually, we started the video, I had 51% left. Now the battery charge is telling me there's only 49% left. I've been doing this video for just 5 minutes. So I am seeing there are quite a lot of display options, so I'm keeping the screen on for a bit longer, but still, oh, it's 48% now. This battery is dropping very quickly and a bit too much, but maybe just requires a full charge. We'll see, we'll get to it. Now, with the faces, you can only keep 5 faces on this watch. So 3 are compulsory faces that are basically coming preset and you can't delete them. And then 2 faces that you can download from the app. And that's a bit of a shame because there are really cool faces around. Let's talk about Bluetooth calls. So you've got a microphone just on the side of the watch case, just below the button on the right hand side, while that speaker is just under the watch case. And it looks like a big speaker. We're yet to test it, but it does sound great. Also, you can preset up to 10 favorite phone numbers into the app, so you can dial them directly from your watch. Also, let's say you're walking outside, you don't want to pull your phone out of your pocket. Well, you can take Bluetooth calls right off this watch. So this is a very premium feature in a very basic watch. This watch cost me just $39. Yep, I've got it on AliExpress, and it took him only a week to deliver to me to London. So I'll leave the link in the description below the video. Make sure to check it out if you're looking for a good deal. There are other really cool features on this watch, and of course you've got 100 sport modes here. That's pretty much awesome, right? I remember the previous couple of watches that you got from Redmi, we had 20 sport modes, 40, 60. This is a whopping 100. If we talk about the sensors, well, they're great. You've got the optical heart rate sensor on the back here. You've got an SpO2 monitor. You've got a sleep monitor, which tracks your light, deep, and REM sleep. It also tracks your naps as long as they're over 20 minutes long. So that is also a pretty cool feature, because usually watches do monitor your naps, but only if they're 30 minutes or above. This one will suffice as long as your naps are over 20 minutes. So that's pretty cool. If we go back to the watch case, I think this is awesome. You can see it's got a metal finish. So a very budget tracker has steel finish on the case. That is, wow. It looks premium. I showed this to my brother. He goes, I can't believe this thing costs just under 40 bucks. It's like unbelievable. Well, it is. I'm really excited about the tracker. I don't know how accurate it is, not yet anyway. We will find out shortly. In regards to the strap, I think it's pretty cool. I don't like these straps because they're the clip-in and tuck-in straps. I prefer the more simple designs, you know, the watch type clasps where you just have a watch, where you just have a classic watch type clasp. Because with this thing, if you're taking it for a run, if you want to take it off, then pull it back on, you're going to be stuck just trying to put it in, put it on. I think it's just a bit inconvenient, but it looks really cool. So I think they went for the looks rather than functionality, but that's okay. In summary, this watch looks way better than what it costs, right? So it costs really, really budget-like, just under 40 bucks or about 30 quid, while it looks like way more. It looks like a very expensive tracker. And again, Bluetooth calls, great display, mind you, LCD, not AMOLED, but it's 1.83 inches. That is humongous. I think that is really the largest screen you will find on any fitness tracker from a big brand out there. That is important because big brands mean that they don't have the little mistakes, the little things, the little bugs that really annoy you. This is not a micro brand. Xiaomi is huge. It is the second largest producer of fitness wearables, fitness trackers, and other fitness gear in China. So they know exactly what they're doing. This is the third generation of this tracker slash smartwatch. So the niggles have been lost. It's just quality, looks, and hopefully performance. Now I will follow up with a comprehensive review where we'll go specifically into the design, into the display, into the features and functions. But I am excited and I really wanted to share with you that this tracker has finally arrived. I've been waiting for it, well, as I said, just a week. And do note the links below in the description. I am really excited about this new tracker from Redmi or Xiaomi. I think you should be excited as well because it's cheaper than the Huawei Band 8. And considering that I have reviewed the Huawei Band 8, I've listed out my frustrations, I've listed out the positives, and yet the feeling was, well, not too excited about that. I probably would not be upgrading from the Huawei Band 7 to 8. But with the Redmi Watch Active 3, this is a revolution. This is what all trackers of 2023 should aim to be. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this overview, please drop me a like. If you want to see more of the same, you know what to do. Please hit the red subscribe button below the video. And I'll see you in the next one.